Hello and welcome to our Sky Vision Lounge, where we do live trade analysis of the market, looking at London session and the New York session, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. This is the New York session. We did the London session earlier in the morning. So welcome and thank you for taking our time to be here. Thank you very much. All right, so let's get into it. So generally, it's been agreed that if price is moving up, it will give you a series of higher highs and higher lows, just like you have here, right? So you see price moving up, right? And then so one of the things we like to do is to see if we can, after we see that push up, that impulse move, we want to see on a pullback if we can get a position to enter the market and position ourselves for a potential next move up, right? And then we repeat that same pattern again when price pushes down or pulls back or retraces. We want to see if we can get some entry somewhere there to then partake in that next impulse move up. And it continues that way till it gets to a certain high where it gets exhausted and then it begins to change direction. And there you now have, so instead of having a series of higher lows and higher highs, you now have a break of that structure, the last higher low, to then give you a lower low. Now, part of the things we always say as well, I'm sure by the time you attend these sessions, you will see that there are quite a number of sayings or a number of things that we consider. So part of the other thing we also say is that if price makes a new low or a new high, what do you expect next? You will expect a pullback. Why? Because price always moves in an oscillatory fashion. It doesn't move from point A to point B in a straight line. It will always move up a bit, pull back, and then move up again, and then pull back. So when it gives you a new, so let's say if it's moving up, once it gives you a new high, you should expect some sort of pullback. Will it always pull back? No, we do not know, right? But you expect it, and then you expect it to then move up, right? So that's part of the things we look out for. Then we like to ask ourselves 3 questions before we position ourselves for any trade. What did price do overnight? Where is price now? And what must I see price do before I execute a trade? These are very important questions to ask ourselves. So let's practicalize this process that we've just looked at now and see how the market behaved. So let me just do Friday because I did this during the London session. So in case you were not here. So let's see what price did here. Let me remove this one here. So let's just start from here. So price moved up. Let's just say it moves up from here, pulls back a bit, moved up, right? So it's giving you a higher high, right? Then it comes down, it breaks this last opposite candle here, right, to these lows, gives you a lower low, pulls back, you enter your market for a sell, and then it comes down to this level here, and then it stops, right? Then from there, what does it do? It pulls back up, gives you a small market structure shift there, pulls back, and then gives you a massive move up. Is there any way for you to have known that this was going to happen? Uh-oh, I'm sorry. Just give me a second. Let me see. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's see the charts. Okay, good. So I was asking, was there any way for you to know that price was going to push up like this? there was no way for you to know if price was going to push up like that. All you knew was that price has pushed down from here. Oh, what's happening to this thing? Okay. So all you knew was that price had pushed down and then it pushed back up to give you a small market structure shape, and then you just position yourself again for that next move up, right? So all you need to do, as we say every time, is that just follow your process. Okay, just follow your process every time. Okay, I think I need to do something on this network. Just give me 1 second. The network just keeps going back and forth. Okay, please just give me a second. I'll be with you shortly. Do that. All right. So we were asking the question, was there any way to have known that price was going to move up like this? There was no way for us to know. But if we just kept using our process, we identified that we had a market structure shift right there. And then the next thing to do was to wait for that pullback and then to see if price would push up, right? So right now, let's look at what price is doing. So I can remove all these lines so that you don't get distracted with those lines. Let me remove the session indicator as well. Okay, so when you look at this, what is price doing? You see it started earlier in the day like this. It then pushes up, pulls back, gives you a nice break of structure up here, right? It's pulled back, pushed up, pulled back a little bit, and then it's gone up now. So now that it's at a new higher high, what do you expect price to do? You would expect a pullback. So now it's pulling back, right? How far will it pull back? We do not know. Or how far it will pull back, we do not know. Nobody knows, right? It can decide that it will pull back to this level and then continue going up. It can decide that I'll just pull back a little bit and then continue, right? But we always have our line in the sand, right? So let me mark that high. This is the high where it is. So if we say, where is our line in the sand? Our line in the sand will be, you ask that question, where's our valid range? So our valid range is between this high and the last opposite candle, that region where the last opposite candle was that caused that push up, right? And it's down here. So we have our line in the sand and we can say to ourselves that as long as price is above this level here, we're looking for potentials to buy. However, if price then breaks this zone here, then we look for a potential to then see price move down, right? So just nice and easy that way. Okay, let's look at the next price action. This one is in a nice move down now. Okay, let's see what it has done. So it started during the day, Asia session. It pulls back, it pushes down again, pulls back. Eventually, it gives you this massive push down. You can see a pullback there, then another push down, nice break of structures in between there, then another pullback, a push down. Now it's trying to push back up, right? Let's see if it's going to continue going downwards. Okay. Okay. I think I sent this in for those in the VIP session, sorry, in the VIP channel, we sent this setup earlier, and I'm sure we'll have gotten that nice straight. Some will have gotten it from the top here, so which is okay, right? It's good. Okay, let's look at the next one. Euro JPY. Euro JPY. What is price doing? Initially pushed up, nice break of structure. So those who were trading Asia session, you will have seen this nice break of structure. You expect a pullback and then a continuation downwards. And that is what market has done. It's pushed down and then it's retraced and then it's just gone all the way down. Right? So now it's retracing back up. Where is our line in the sand? It will be this last opposite candle that caused that push down. So that will be our line in the sand. Let me do this like this. Make it a bit smaller. Yeah, so something like that. Right. So we're expecting a pullback. We're always looking for in a trending situation, we're always expecting price. If it's trending downwards, we're expecting it to give us lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. That is all we're looking for. Right? Let's look at pound Aussie. This one is reluctantly trying to go down. So initially started as if it wants to go up, then it comes down. Nice break of structures. During the London session, it was just giving us a sideways move. This kind of move here is not so nice, right? When you compare it to the one we just looked at just now, Euro JPY, right? You can see a nice trend. So you can say that if I'm trading two pairs, I'll rather trade this one that is showing me a nice trend downwards than this one that is kind of reluctant to go. You're seeing a lot of wicks on both sides of the charts, right? So that's how you do your trade selection, which pair to trade. Okay, so this is Euro USD. What is this doing? Let's map it out again. So it initially pushed down, then it moved up, but that was not sustained. Then it came back down, break of structures, a pull down, a pull back, another push down. Now it's in a pullback situation, right? So we expect it to then go further down, right? As long as it's within that range. So where is the last? Okay. This one is not as smooth, but at least you can see it's pushing down. So I'll put my line in the sand somewhere there and say that if price, if you are trading Euro USD, if price then breaks above this height, we can expect it to then move up. Otherwise, we expect it to see, we expect to see another push down. Okay, let's see Euro USD. Sorry, Pound USD. This one, so early in the morning, it shifted direction. It started moving up and then shifted direction to the downside. So let's do this. So it pushed down, it pulled back up, and now is down here again, and it's trying to push back up, right? So let's see. It's not broken these lows yet. It's not broken it properly. We don't have a break and close below, right? So it's still in a kind of in a limbo, right? Let me put this here like this. Okay, so we can say that if, for instance, it breaks above these highs, then potentially it might actually push up to this, back to these highs here. But let's wait and see what markets will do. But even this whole price action here, you can see is not a very nice trend as opposed to what we saw on Euro yen or pound yen, right? So, oh yes, so this is a very nice one. This is USD yen. You can see the nice trend happening, right? So the ones that give you a nice trend, just latch onto it where you can on the pullback. Okay, let me remove all these lines. And then so those who started from Asia session, you had price break structure there, a nice pullback, another push down, breaking structure again, a pull up, it just went sideways for a little while. Then eventually it's broken structures to the downside right there. Right, it's done this. So right now, you can see it's visibly moving down, right? So for USD yen, we'll be looking for potential to sell. So if we can move up again just a bit, then we'll see if we will get another leg down. Okay, beautiful. Let's see. Do we have any questions? Let me check the chart. Okay, I don't see any questions in the charts. Very good. So we'll be back tomorrow for London session, 8 a.m. West African time. And then we'll just do the same live analysis. And you can ask your questions if you have questions for that session. Thank you very much for coming here. Wishing you a very good trading day. Thank you.